Hello friends, I am DragoNate and welcome back to another DragoNate Reading Your Answers video. Last week I asked you guys a question that came from Bolobi, who asked us, what games did you used to play as a child? You guys left your answers and I will be reading them in this video. Sorry for screwing that up, lost train of thought. Now before we get into that though, I just want to let you all know about Humble Bundle's Vegas Pro software bundle thing here right now. There are still 10 days left for it, and this week this bundle supports the Extra Life and WDC charities. Now this bundle contains things like Music Maker from Magic's Photo Manager Deluxe. We have some other photo and graphic designers, Music Maker, and also Vegas Pro Edit right here. 14. So and this only costs $20. So if you are looking for a very cheap video editing program right now and you want something that's, you know, considered more on the higher end kind of thing, Vegas Pro 14 Edit is here for only $20. And if you pay $20, you unlock all of this stuff here as well. There's a link in the description down below. There's also a link in the comments. I have pinned my comment there containing that link. And I know that I usually put this at the very end of the video, but I wanted to make sure that you guys knew about this because there's 10 days left for this one, and it's, you know, you get Vegas Pro 14. Vegas Pro, considering the original price is like $400, I think $20 for it is a dang good price. There's also a link up there that will take you right to this bundle, so go check it out. Now that that's out of the way, I have to give you guys a question for this week. Here's a question I thought of. What is the most illogical thing someone has ever said to you? Let me know in the comments down below and I will read them next week. Now let's see what you guys used to play when you were a child, what kind of games and stuff. Starting off, we have Zingcat, who says, do you mean video games? Because when I was a kid, Pacman had just come out in arcades, and we had Pong in the house when I was in junior high, and Atari, the original, late in high school. So here behind me, I have Pac-Pong for you to represent that. I remember playing Pac-Man, and I think I've played Pong before, but obviously not the original kind of thing. And Tia Lisa says, well, I was stuck with my cousins in the back end of nowhere in Alaska for much of my childhood. We'd explore, dig caves, hunt dragons, but after I got sick, I became the bookworm, the kid the parents would take their library card away instead of their TV or radio. After I learned speed reading and read the dictionary with my dyslexia, made every book a great puzzle. That's very cool. The hunting dragons thing is really cool, and I hope you guys can kind of see the little dragon that's here. By the way, this picture came from up there, giving attribution to it because it's someone else's artwork. I remember doing those kinds of things as well, and it was so much fun. It's like such good memories, you know, back from when I was a kid as well. Croco has a list of games for us. GTA San Andreas, which is the one in the background here. I'm not going to change to every single one. Worms 4, Mayhem, Doom 3, Crisis, Age of Mythology. I'm confused. Left 4 Dead. When I look at it, it seems like I played many violent games. Yes, maybe that is true, but that is okay because violent games don't make you violent. Violent games are just kind of fun to play. Bolobi also used to play GTA San Andreas a lot with a friend of his. We had so much fun playing that this is crazy. We also used to play with cheat codes to make the game even funnier. It was so funny to see the old ladies walking around on the street with a rocket launcher. I also used to play Minecraft like everyone. Yes, the GTA games are hilarious when you mod them. My mom never played video games, but board games and card games a lot. I asked her what kind. Things like Trouble, Monopoly, Operation Backgammon for board games, and card games Go Fish, Crazy Eights, Rummy, Canasta, Nerds, Crib, and other card games. I don't know what half of those are, or some of them anyway. But we have a nice background of some cards and dice there as well to represent. I kind of miss playing all the card games, actually. We should play more card games. And Wise Wizard used to play Super Mario and Dynasty Warriors. I've never heard of Dynasty Warriors, but Super Mario was always really fun for me. I forget which one it was that I played, but it was one of the Super Mario Brothers on the NES, and you can go you can find all these like whistles and stuff that'll take you, because there's like 9 worlds or something. Then you can find a whistle that'll take you to the next row of worlds or something like that. I don't know. It's very confusing. I don't remember it anymore. but finding those whistles was kind of fun for me. Funny Fluffy's doing some rough ideas for game design stuff there. But for next week's question, you used to play the Crash Bandicoot games a lot. Yes, I know you really like those. You mentioned that a few times, I think. I don't think I've ever actually played much Crash Bandicoot. I think I definitely know of it. I may have played a little bit at friends' places or something, but I never had the games myself. By the way, has my face been below all the black this entire time? My mouth, I can't even see over there. Yeah. Bizarre Glitchy answers the previous question on something you'd like to learn, which is to do video whilst playing games like Mass Effect. And I gave you a little tip there for OBS, going to obsproject.com, download OBS, and OBS will help you with that. Mitsu says, well, I'm still a child, so I guess I gotta think back to primary school. I remember me and my sis had a DS Lite console. We had that dog game, yes, that, and Pokemon Soul Silver. I think that was Nintendogs you're talking about there. I did not speak English yet. I was 7 to 8 years old, so I needed my sis to translate. If she was away, I had to write all dialogue down on a memo for her. I remember doing that before school. I played a lot of the Pokemon games as well. And I shouldn't say a lot of the Pokemon games. I played a lot of Pokemon. But I think I started with Emerald, Pokemon Emerald, and then I ended up getting Fire Red. I got Sapphire from a friend, and I can't remember if I was able to get Ruby or not. But I really wanted Emerald, Sapphire, and Ruby because I wanted all three of the legendaries that are in there. I have such a huge collection when it comes to Pokemon. And now, of course, I imported all my Pokemon there. I almost said children. All my Pokemon from those games, well, from Fire Red into Emerald, and then from Emerald into Pearl, because I have Pearl there. So all my Pokemon are now in Pearl, and that was the last one I played. I haven't gone to any higher than that. Hunter Husted says, when I was a child, I played Ratchet and Clank a lot, along with good old Super Mario Bros. Yes, talked about that already, but Ratchet and Clank, I never played those. That, I don't know if there's other ones in there. But I never played that, so I have no clue, honestly, what it's about. But I did have quite a few people who were like, you've never played this before? And they're like, it's the best game ever, and everything. So, but I never got a chance to play it. I could now. But, you know. Benny says, I'm 14, so I'm like a child. Anyway, I play with little Hot Wheels cars and some trains made of wood. Very pretty. I remember those as well, and Hot Wheels. I still have a huge ton of Hot Wheels cars somewhere over here. Not too far away, actually. I think it's actually that little box right there. You guys can't see what I'm talking about. Well, maybe. You see, you can't really see it. And of course, now some PS4 games. Favorite, of course, is Fallout 4. And I hope you have a nice week as well. And Arn, when you were really young, you played a lot of games like Putt-Putt and Freddy Fish. And as I grew older, Ice Age 2 and lots of Mario games on my Nintendo DS. Putt-Putt and Freddy Fish, we talked about that a little bit, and I'm definitely going to keep my eye on those and get them on a Steam sale or some other sale when they go on sale, because there's a lot of games in the series there, and I think that would be kind of cool actually to play them. And when I was a kid, I didn't even have my own actual game console until I think I was about 11 years old. So before that, I played on my grandma's NES, and I played a lot of Darkwing Duck, Super Mario Bros. There was that Paperboy delivery game. You drive around, you throw the papers. There was some little bike game that I remember. I don't remember what it was called or anything. I think there was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing as well. And then on the N64 that my cousins had, I played a lot of Super Mario 64. And there was this game called, I think, Tanks. Oh, and Xena Warrior Princess or something like that. Xena Warrior Princess was basically just like something along the lines of like Soul Calibur. You just pick a few characters. There can be anywhere between 2 people and 4 people fighting, I think, and you just kind of battle it out. And I remember trying to always get to the top. We could never save it. My cousins never had anything there that you could actually save the games, which really sucked. Except for Super Mario. Super Mario I know you could save, but the rest of the games we couldn't. So Xena Warrior Princess, if I was going to play it, I had to make sure that I actually had, 2 hours to play, and so I could try and get to the end, because when you get closer to the end, you start unlocking new characters and new abilities and things like that. I don't remember too much about it. Tanks was really fun. It's just a game where basically you play as a set of tanks, and you have different colors, and there's different game modes like capture the flag, or there's just one where you have to go around and destroy all the other enemies, or things like that. And that was really fun. There was a lot of secrets in that game. Super Mario 64 was, I think, one of my favorites. from the N64 anyway. When I finally got my own game console, which was the GameCube to start with, I think my first game that I got, my grandma got me it, was Star Fox Adventures, which I loved the heck out of. And I also borrowed my cousin's Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, which I also really enjoyed. Those were my two favorites, I think. Anyway, that is it for this video, so thank you everyone so much for watching, so much for leaving your answers, of course, as usual. Don't forget your question for this week, which is, what is the most illogical thing someone has ever said to you? Leave your answer in the comments below, and I'll read it next week. I'm looking forward to hear that kind of thing. That's going to be a hard one for me to think about as well. Oh no. And don't forget on Humble Bundle there, if you're looking for any video editing software, click up there, up that way. There's a thing up there. If you click on there, you might have to scroll a little bit, or there's in the comments / description down below for a link to that. You can get Vegas Pro 14 for only $20. Seriously, it's a dang good deal considering $400 is usual price. I would jump on that if I were you. I would myself if I didn't already have a video editor that I just paid $80 for. Anyway, that's it for this video, so thank you again for watching, and I will see you again next week. Have a wonderful week, and God bless. Bye!